Morning all. And yet another decidedly freezing cold morning. Oh, the final test ride on this, the little blue Diablo. So, customers coming this afternoon. As always, I always do a final test ride on the day of handover, just to make sure the bike is absolutely perfect before we send it out. It's got to come in for its final bolt check, quick wash and wax on me, coat of the ACF 50 on it as well, and then I can call the customer and say yes or no. I'm a bit like Emperor Nero when I get back. It's either a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the bike. 99.9% of the time it's normally thumbs up, but there is the odd one occasion where I've got back and I'm like, I'm not entirely happy, it's niggling me, and I'd rather hold the bike and spend a day working on it than give it to the customer and say, your bike's running but it might need to come back. So we want the customers out there riding the bike, enjoying it, having fun with it. If you've seen the first video, you've seen the new paint colours. We have the red and white one. I am currently, we built it, put it all together, and then obviously on my QC, whoever packed the crate, and it's obviously happened somewhere between shipping to Lexmoto. Obviously they get loads of crates in, they just send the crates out. So somewhere between shipping it from China to it getting to us, someone has clipped it with the forklift and the cage got bent, and obviously it's ruined at the lower panel. It's cracked the lower panel and scuffed one of the plastics. Can't let a customer have cracked plastics on his bike, so I have ordered new plastics. Lexmoto have got it on a rush order for me, but as it is the new paint scheme, panels are a bugger to get hold of. I've been promised panels for Tuesday, so that awkward conversation to the customer. Your bike is in, it runs, I've test ridden it, but it's going to have to go on hold because you've got cracked panel. Now normally in something like that we'd say to the customer, right, it's rideable, it does everything it needs to do, you've got a cracked panel, as soon as the panel comes in, come and grab your new panel and we'll refit it free of charge. Obviously with this customer it is a birthday present for his son, so I spoke to him this morning. He said no, that's fine, when the panel comes fit it and we'll just take the bike as is. So he's quite happy to wait until the middle of next week for me to get the panel changed, get it all hunky-dory and do my final test ride. But this one running absolutely lovely, nice steady 42 mile an hour, 40 to 45. Should be riding it around for the first 500 miles or 3 months. Do not drag your new bike, it will not do it any good. And we have taken on another bike brand now, so we've taken on WK Bikes, who do the WK scooters and the UMs. So we should be getting some new UMs coming in for the beginning of New Year. We've got 2 new scooters coming, we've got the SXIs coming, which are very, very nice bikes. So looking forward to getting them in, doing a little review on those and seeing if we can sell them. They are a little bit more than the Lexmoto, but obviously WK do push out some really nice bikes. So we're going to be taking on WK next year. A new bike brand to Eclipse, which is going to be a good one. As I said earlier on the other videos, Titans, Diablos, Apollos, Pegasuses, Auras, everything is on the way from China. ETA is January to February for new scooters. So obviously this year has been an absolute pain in the arse because you can't get any decent twist and go pets anywhere unless you're going on Facebook Marketplace and buying somebody else's crap. But new bikes, hopefully next year is going to be a better year. If we'd have had scooters this year, I could have sold 100, 200 of those. But just we can't get any stock, and it's the same with all the dealers up and down the country. Everyone's got geared bikes, but you just can't get twist and go scoots. I don't think so. Get behind me, you rat bag. Yeah, tuck in behind me. So, test rides go good so far. Now I've got 9.6 miles on the bike. And we normally put about 12 to 15 on the bike. So everything is running absolutely lovely. Get it back, wash and polish. And then obviously loads of stuff in the garage. Got a couple of bikes that I'm still working on. Some GT, I've got a FZ600 in, that's just up the tyre. And I've also got a KTM 125 in as well that is obviously stolen recovered that I'm rebuilding for a customer. Whether it runs I don't know, because we've had to put some oil in it because it had no oil, no water in it. That would help. A bit of oil and water in it, change the spark plug. And rewire the loom when they've just literally gone through with it. Looks like they've gone through a set of Stanley knives or a long kitchen knife, so they've literally just cut wires and pulled them. So hopefully, now that I've rewired it and we've got dash lights, it should fire up. Happy days. So we shall find that one out this afternoon. Check out the braking, coming in hard, and I'm going to use the combined braking. Don't want to be using front brake in this weather. It's decidedly icy out, and keep my eye on these cars behind as well. And then I can go back, have the obligatory cup of coffee, and have a smoke. Live stream tonight as well, 8 o'clock normal time. Every Friday we do a live stream. Now some of the boys are working or on picket line duty, poor old Simon. Others are doing odd bits and pieces, so we'll see how many people we get on the stream tonight. And that winter sun is absolutely blindingly bright. Very, very low sun, and it's been like this for the last couple of days. Can't see absolutely jack in the mirrors or going forward. Hence the internal sun visor down. Oh, you can probably tell from the condensation coming off my face. It is, I think, currently about -2, -3 out there. So, horrible, mucky, yucky weather. And obviously being a bit careful on the corners, because it is decidedly icy. Oh look, it's a Tesla, bell end of the week. Oh, let's squeeze past the motorcyclist. Where has that got you? All of 10 yards. Anybody got a gallon of petrol so I can set this thing alight? He's gone the long way round, so he's obviously going to cut down the bottom end and miss out the dual carriageway here. But all is good and hunky-dory. And if you haven't obviously watching videos, go and check out BBB, Boating Biker Bird. Go and check out her YouTube. Now, she lives on the canal, on a barge, but she does some really good drone footage of the old steam trains going past, and she's just put one up yesterday of the old steam train going down the line, and she's got some great drone footage of that. So she's really bit good at using her drone for aerial footage, so it's a really good bit of video. That, go and have a look at BBB's. She does ride with us, but she tends to do a lot more on the sort of the drone side of stuff at the current time. I think she's going to be doing some bike content of her on her Michigan eventually. Ooh, look at the ice, look at the sheen on the road. Watching that mirror. Filter. Let's get a filter in. Brilliant. Oh look, it's a Prius. Where are we going? That's alright, I've got a Prius. I'll flash my indicators. I've just cut the whole darn row up. But that's the best thing about being on a scooter. Look at this, look. let's just block the road to stop the motorcyclists getting through, but they can try and block me, they're not going through. Better end. Get it all the time. It's normally Audi drivers that do it as well. No, you're not coming down the gap just because they're getting 30 or 40 yards further than you. No, we're just going to block them, stop them coming through. Typical response from people that have had like a, as I say, a cornflake packet driving licence. And I recognise that bike in front, the Assault, because that is coming into us, so that's my next service. Oh, right, follow him out. He's going to Tavistock Street. Let's just check out his riding, see how good he is. Newrider. Now, that bike is not one of our bikes. He bought it from a dealer at the other end of Milton Keynes. Yes, I won't mention which store that came from, but if you happen to Google bike dealers Milton Keynes, he bought it from them and he's had nothing but issues ever since he's had it. So someone said go and see Dave at Eclipse, so he's coming to us. Oh, you've just missed the turning, mate, it's in here. Right, signing off anyway. This one's all good. Go and phone the customer. Happy days. 12 miles on the clock. So till the next time, we're out riding. Big GTR. Hello, baby. Be well. Ride safe. And from RB, it's a big goodbye from me.